The following section deals with technology. Let's take a closer look at the engines in the FH series, as well as the gearboxes equipped with the range and splitter functions. The Volvo FH engines feature an overhead camshaft and 4 valves per cylinder, as well as a fuel system which injection pump has been replaced by a unit injector for each individual cylinder. This design promotes low exhaust emissions and low fuel consumption. On the engine's left side is the fuel system with the feed pump, control unit and fuel filter. On the engine's right side are the turbocharger, EPG, that is to say the exhaust brake, oil filter, bypass filter for the oil, and the coolant filter. The D12 engine can be specified with VEB, which stands for Volvo Engine Brake. VEB consists of the conventional EPG exhaust brake in combination with VCB, a special function in the valve mechanism known as the compression brake that further boosts engine braking effect. The fuel system can be bled and the water separator drained using this switch. The engine should be switched off and the starter key should be in the radio setting before starting the bleeding process. If your truck is equipped with a mechanical gearbox, it functions as follows. In our example, we will use a gearbox with both range and splitter functions. The gearbox base unit has 5 ratios, in addition to the splitter and range gears. All the gears apart from the reverse and crawler has synchromesh. On the gear lever, the gear positions are marked with R for reverse and C for crawler. The others are basic settings for moving forwards. The gearbox range unit has 2 sections, with changes between the two taking place via the range control on the gear lever. Downward gives the low speed area, while upward gives the high speed area. Changes between the two takes place when the gear lever is in neutral or passes neutral. We will use the following sequences to show how to change gears. When the lever is in neutral and the range control is moved up and down, changes take place in the range section. In order for the range gear to have time to change, the range section should always be pre-selected before you change between the two. When starting, always pre-select low range and first gear as the highest gear. Depending on the road's gradient and the weight of the load currently being carried, it is sometimes possible to change from first gear to third and then on to fifth before sixth high is engaged. In this sequence, we will start with first gear, then move to second gear, and then third. Select the high-speed section before changing to fourth gear. At the same time as the gear lever passes neutral, the range gear will shift from the low speed to the high-speed section. The splitter gearbox has 2 ratios, low split and high split. The relevant ratio is selected with the splitter control. This control divides the base gearbox ratios into low split and high split gears. This means that in combination with the range change system, the gearbox offers a total of 14 forward ratios. In the instrument panel, there is a symbol that indicates when low split is engaged. Split changes may be required in the high-speed section and on steep slopes, or when hauling very heavy loads. The following sequences show how to change gears with the splitter gear system. Changing between high split and low split takes place when the clutch pedal is floored and released. Begin by selecting high split. Press and release the clutch pedal. When the change is completed, the indicator symbol disappears. Change to low split in the same way. When this process is completed, the indicator symbol lights up.